What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's YouTube video. Before we dive into the video, I want to share with you my goal this year to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you find today's video useful, you can help me out by just hitting that red subscribe button to get us one step closer to the goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers. I can't do it without you guys, so I'm trying to put out as much great content as I can each week for you in exchange for getting you to subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, help us reach our goal, and now let's go ahead and dive into today's video. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can use Pinterest to drive traffic to your own website, which is then going to be monetized by having Google Ads placed on your website. So when you run Google Ads on your website, you get paid every time the ads get served on the page as an impression. So when somebody scrolls the page and the ad actually comes up on the screen where they actually see the ad, then Google tracks that as an impression or as serving the ad once. And so you're going to get paid a certain percentage of whatever Google is making from the advertiser. So Google Ads, a great way to get started monetizing a website until you eventually get to the point where you can create your own products to sell, or you start doing affiliate marketing, promoting other people's products as an affiliate. So with Google Ads, again, you're going to need a website. So I'm going to show you briefly how we can set up a website in today's tutorial, and then how you can get signed up for Google Ads if you're new and don't have an ads account already, an Adsense account where you're getting paid for hosting ads on your website. And then I'm going to show you how you can start linking your website onto Pinterest by creating different Pinterest pins so that you can get paid every time traffic comes from Pinterest to your website in the form of Adsense revenue. All right, so the first step is we need to have a Pinterest account already set up and created, as Pinterest is going to be the traffic source or the method that we're going to be using to send traffic to our website so that we can start making money from Google AdSense serving ads on our website. So if you don't have a Pinterest account yet, just type in Pinterest business account into Google and you can find the link to create a Pinterest business account, or create your personal account. And then what you can do is come in here to the settings, and you can actually find the option to transfer it to a business account from there in the settings tab here. So once you've got your account set up, you've got a profile name, you've given your account just bio or description here, then you're going to be ready to start creating pins. So you can see I've created a bunch of different pins already for my account. And these are going to be the pins that you're going to be creating to different pages on your website. So blog articles or actual website pages themselves, like your home page, your about page, your contact page, that sort of thing. So over time, it's recommended though that you start a blog and you create helpful content through your blog, because that's going to give you lots of opportunities to create more pins and get more traffic to your website and ultimately grow a big website that gets lots of, visitors each month. I've got over almost 1 million views a month I'm getting from Pinterest, and a lot of those are clicking through to my website. I'm getting between 15 to 20,000 people a month clicking off of Pinterest over to my website because of all these different blog articles that I've created. So with that being said, we've got the Pinterest account pretty much figured out. We'll get more into it later, but once you've got your Pinterest account set up, next we got to have a website. So if you don't have a website, you can go to asknickfoy.com/siteground. So SiteGround, Siteground, asknickfoy.siteground. Now this is my affiliate link. It's going to redirect you to Siteground's website. Siteground is a hosting company. So they host websites. You got to pay a monthly fee to them, but it's very minimal. It's a couple dollars a month. So we're going to go ahead and just choose Get Started here on WordPress hosting. So we want web hosting. So here we go. Get Started. We're going to see different plans they have available. They've got their startup plan for $6.99. They've got the Grow Big plan for $9.99, and they have the Go Geek plan for $14.99. And I believe if you use my affiliate link, this should help you maybe get a discount. Usually it's $14.99 a month, $24.99 a month, and $39.99 a month. So you're getting a bit of a discount here, special price discounted. And what you're going to do is you're going to choose the plan that fits you. So if you need one website, if you're just focused on building one site right now, then you would do the startup plan. But if you think you're going to build multiple sites, maybe you want, a tech review website, a fitness review website, and maybe you want, a recipe website. So you're planning on doing like 3 different websites, and you're going to try to promote those websites all on Pinterest and get traffic to them. Then you'd probably want the Grow Big plan, because you can have unlimited websites on that plan. And it gives you up to about 25,000 monthly visitors before you're going to need to upgrade to their next plan, which gets you about 100,000 visitors. So there's only so much space you get access to on each plan. So that's why over time, as your website grows, you're also going to need to upgrade your hosting plan to grow with you. All right, so that being said, just click on Get Plan. You're going to fill out your domain that you want to register. So this is going to be the URL. So for example, if I was doing like, Nick Foy Fitness.com, I would type in Nick Foy Fitness, and then I could choose which suffix or ending I want. So I would choose the .com. It's going to have www by default. We don't have to worry about that right now. Just type in what you'd want, and then if you want it to be a .com or not. And this is going to be the domain registration, where you're going to be paying $16 for each year that you have your domain live. So again, not super expensive, a little bit over $1 a month you're paying to have your domain name. So go ahead and click on Proceed. This is going to take us to the review step where we can enter all our information in. So we create our account here on Siteground, so we need to give them our email address that we're going to use to sign in every time to our account, our password, confirm our password, then fill out our information about ourselves, where we live, who we are, and then our credit card information. And then we're going to review the purchase information down here at the bottom. So right now we've selected the $6.99 plan, so we're going to get billed for 12 months. So we're going to get billed $83.88 today. However, I typically go out to 36 months because I'm sticking around for the long haul. So my website is going to be here for several years. So in that case, I'll do the 36-month plan, and then you're going to see how much the price is. Now in this case, they jumped it up to $10.49 a month. So for some reason, they're not giving you a discount anymore. They used to give you a discount. The longer you did, the less the price. But right now, it actually went up. So it's $10.49 if you do 36 months. We can check here. 24 months is $9.99. So it might work best just to do the 12-month deal then, since they're giving us the $6.99 a month. So in this case, make sure you check the different prices for the different time periods. We want the 12 months, since that's going to give us $7 a month and $84 total right now. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just hit pay now, and it's all said and done. The only thing that should be checked here is the domain registration for $16. That's the domain we just entered on the previous page. All right, so every time you need to log into your Siteground hosting to set up your website or make any fixes on your website, you can just go to siteground.com, click on login. Once you've logged in, you're going to come to this home screen. So next, we're just going to click on websites. All right, so once you've signed in, you should just see a blank page, and you're going to see this add new site. In my case, I have websites already, so it puts it down here at the bottom. Also, up here at the top, you can also find the one that says new website. So if you don't see under my websites your domain that you just purchased as part of your hosting, then you're going to need to go to new website here, and you can add it. All right, so what we're going to do is we want to click on WordPress and get WordPress installed and set up. I'm not going to show you how to do all that in this video because I've got other tutorials on that, but once we've bought hosting and we've added our website, we can set up WordPress by clicking install on WordPress. It might automatically already have WordPress installed, but usually you have to install it for the first time yourself. So once we've got our website, we've got WordPress installed, next we can log into our WordPress website by going to our website URL /wp-admin, or just clicking through to our website from our SiteGround account. So you should get to this backend editor. So this is the WordPress dashboard, how it looks. So next what we're going to do is we're going to set up a Google Adsense account, and then we're going to link our Google Adsense account to our WordPress website. So just go into Google, type in Google Adsense. You're going to see Google Adsense here, earn money from website monetization. Click on that link. It's going to open up their Google Adsense homepage here, so we can see the sign in versus get started. So click on get started and actually go through the setup process of creating your Google Adsense account. Once you've got your account set up, we're going to go on to the next step. All right, so the next step is we're going to be in here in our Google Adsense account. There's this little menu bar right here. Now I've gone ahead and come down here to the one that says sites. I've clicked on sites, and it's opened me up to this page. So we can see two of my sites I've already added currently, but today I'm going to go ahead and add my golfpracticeguides.com site again just to show you how it's done. So we're going to click on this add site button. We're going to enter the URL, so golfpracticeguides.com. Click Save and Continue. Now it's going to ask us to add our website to Adsense by connecting it. So it's going to give us this Adsense code. So we're going to go ahead and just click Copy. And it tells us right here, we need to copy and paste this code in the HTML of our site between the head and head tag. So if you need to learn how to do that, you can watch a little video tutorial they've got here. They also have an article. So just click the helpful link there. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're doing. So we're going to go back here into our WordPress dashboard. Now, my theme in particular that I use, the Avada theme, I actually have a section for it. So I just need to find my settings. So I'll go into options. So some themes have like a theme options section where you can actually add in the code So I just come down here, in my case, to advanced, to code fields, tracking, etc. Click on that, and it's got the space before the /head. So that's where I need to be adding this Google tracking code. So I'm going to go ahead and just paste it in, click Save Changes, and now it should have the code loaded into my head of my website. Now, if you don't have this option with your WordPress theme that you're using, sometimes you can go under Appearance and you can go into the theme editor and you can find that the /head setting in your theme editor, and you can edit the code of your theme. But that's a little more risky because it can cause glitches and errors if you don't do it properly. That's why it is nice maybe if you install a plugin. So they have plugins. We can just go to Add New. What a plugin is it's like some extra, add-on you can add into your WordPress site. So they actually have, head tracking code is what we could type in. So let's just type in head tracking. So we've got head and footer code. We've got ad inserter. So this might even be a good one. You can download this plugin that's specifically for inserting ads and codes into your website for advertising, Adsense. They've got Google here in the description. So we could just, install and activate that plugin. It says I have it installed already. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit activate to turn it on, and we can take a look at what it's going to look like in the back-end settings. All right, so inside of plugins, so again, we're WordPress dashboard. Scroll down here to the plugins tab. We've gotten to our installed plugins page here. I found ad inserter at the top. I'm going to go ahead and just click on settings. All right, so we've got this block of code here. We've got a script for it, and it looks like all we have to do is basically just paste our code in here into this block, and it'll go ahead and add it for us. All right, so once we've added that code into our WordPress site, I come back here onto Google AdSense where we copied the code, and you're going to find this request review button. All right, so it says getting your site ready to show ads. Please bear with us. This usually takes a few days, but in some cases can take up to 2 weeks. We'll notify you as soon as we've run some checks on your site. Make sure you don't remove your site and resubmit it because this can delay the process. In the meantime, place the code on every page you want ads to appear. After our checks are complete, your site will be ready to show ads. Remember to go to ads and choose ad formats you want to show. All right, so with that being said, we'll come here into the menu. We'll find the one that says ads. This takes us to our overview page. So we can see there's different options here to turn on automatic ads where it'll automatically place ads on our website for us, or we can manually place them on different specific pages. So all we're going to do is just come here and find our website, click on the little edit pencil button. Now we can see here we've got auto ads turned off currently. We can go ahead and turn that on. It'll say Google will automatically show ads across your site in all the best places for you. Then we can choose which ad formats we want to display on our site. So ad formats, we've got in-page ads, matched content, we have anchor ads, we've got widescreen, ad load. So let's click on ad load and see what that is. Control the number of ads you show on your pages. So right now it's set in the middle. If you want to show just 1 or 2 ads, you can go down to the minimum. If you want to show multiple ads throughout your page, you can set it to the maximum. And then we've got page exclusions, so maybe certain sales pages that you don't want ads to be shown on because you're trying to sell a different product and you don't want them distracted by the Google ads, then we can turn off certain pages under page exclusions. All right, so this is the example of how it would look. So somebody would land on my website, boom, they'd see the ad, then they'd start to see my home page as they're scrolling down, and then they might see another ad, then they keep scrolling, they see more content, then they see another ad. All right, so you can see kind of an example of what it looks like on mobile. We can also click over here to desktop and see how it would look on desktop as well. So scrolling down, boom, here's an ad, some content. Then we've got another ad, then some more content. All right, so that's it for this tutorial. That's a quick overview of how we can create a Pinterest account. Once we've got our Pinterest account set up, we showed you how to create a website with Siteground so that you can start hosting your own website and hosting Google Ads on it. Then we went and created a Google AdSense account. We've connected our AdSense account to our website. So the final step would just be to go back to Pinterest and start creating different pins. So click on create a pin, upload these vertical image pins to Pinterest and add in your destination link to your website. So every blog article you create, every web page you create, every piece of content basically that you have, you can create a pin for it. And I recommend creating multiple pins for each blog article. So every blog article, go in and create maybe 5 to 10 different pins using different text, different headlines, different colors to just test things. So you might be asking, how do we create pins? Well, I use canva.com. It's a free software. We just go to canva.com, click on social media. Then we're going to scroll over here scroll twice, find the one that says Pinterest pin. Automatically, by default, it has the correct size that Pinterest needs you to have if you're going to post pins on Pinterest. So 1500 tall by 1000 pixels wide. So it creates this tall 3:2 aspect ratio vertical image. So then we just start designing it using a template or creating it from scratch. If we need stock photos, we can just go to this website called pexels.com. They've got all kinds of free stock photos, so you can search anything like fitness, for example. We can find different fitness photos here. And then you just click on the image, click on the free download button, pick which size you want, and it downloads to your computer. Then back here in Canva, we can go to uploads. We can click on upload media. We can find the image on our computer. We can upload it here into the blank template. And when we're done making this pin, we just click on the little download arrow to download it to our computer. So now that we've got this image created, we come back here again, go to create pin, and we can upload that image into our Pinterest account, give it a title, description, find a link that we want to link to on our website, and boom, now we've got pins going out to Pinterest so that we can start getting traffic back to our website here. And once they get to our website, that's how we're going to start monetizing through Google Ads. So every time they land on my website and they read my articles, I'm collecting income from the Google Adsense program. So that's all I've got for you in this video. If you found value, do me a favor, make sure you stick around. We've got more videos coming in the near future. You can browse my playlist in the meantime and just help me out by sharing with a friend or, supporting the channel by hitting that thumbs up button and that subscribe button. All right, since you made it all the way through today's YouTube video, I want to share with you an important resource I put together regarding Pinterest. So it's called Pinterest for Business. It's updated every month, so there's going to be new content coming into this resource library. You can scroll down the page here and you can read through all the sales copy, but I'm not really a salesman. All I care about doing is putting out the best videos that I can put out for you so you can help teach yourself how to use Pinterest using these training videos. So you're going to get a lot of cool worksheets, different checklists that I start you off with, and a free month of Tailwind. We're also going to go into a lot of the beginner steps starting out, but we're going to get more advanced as well, like how to use your business account to sell things on, Etsy or your website, or build an email list. I'm going to go over the Pinterest algorithm, how it works, so you can learn how to get more pins to stand out on Pinterest so that you can get more clicks to your website, to your blog, to your products. We're going to talk about the secrets to creating viral content on Pinterest. I've got a viral pin checklist you can check out here as well. And then we're going to get into the automation aspect so you can set up scheduling pins with Tailwind to save yourself a ton of time, as well as how to, manually pin still to get some benefit from manual pinning. So overall, there's all kinds of modules here inside of this course that you can use to better your Pinterest knowledge and, help your business out and get better at marketing on Pinterest. So again, we're adding videos every single month. So this library of videos is only going to get bigger and bigger. And the price is going to go up with time as well because, the more content we fill it up with, the more we're going to need to start charging. And so with that being said, go ahead and get the early bird pricing today. You can check out the link below in this YouTube video, or you can go to asknickfoy.teachable.com and just look for this Pinterest for Business course. I also have some other courses, so try to scroll through them and find the one for Pinterest.